Hi. What? So we're continuing on writing those algebraic expressions. We're looking at these word phrases now and translating them into full algebra. So number 2, as I was wandering around, I saw a lot of this, and it's beautiful. 3 times some number x, then that increased by 4. Perfectly done. Here's where I started to see the first of, I can see where you're going with it. So let's clean this up. It's this less than that's sticking people up. What I want you to think about less than is I want you to remember that it makes the order you're writing things in flip. I'm going to just do a quick check. Who feels kind of comfortable with Spanish? Like we know some. Okay, that's about half the people in the room. And if you're not, that's okay. You get to learn Spanish too, and then you can be trilingual. In Spanish, if I wanted to say a red cat, rojo, gato rojo, I would say the word for cat first, and then the word for red. So if I were translating word for word, it would come out cat red, which if you speak English sounds really dumb. But that's just how it's said in Spanish. Well, when you have the word less than, that's kind of what it's doing. It's making those two pieces, those two words, change position. Okay? So I would write 10 minus the product of 8 and x. Okay? So go ahead and correct number 4, because if you did number 3, number 4 is going to be the same way. And then I want you to take a moment and I want you to write for yourself whatever it is that you just had in your mind when you went, oh. Write something down so that you remember what that less than is doing. I'll give you like 10 seconds. All right, there's number 4, what that should look like. Number 5 is going to feel a lot like number 2. Yeah? We're okay with that one? Number 6. This could be written one of 2 ways. I saw a few people write it this way, and then I've seen a few people write it this way. And the question is, which one's correct? Technically, if we go by like just the rules of translation, this added to is going to do the same sort of thing as less than is. Because if I had, 6 bananas and you added to that, you would take 6 and then add however much you gave me. And so you would write 6 plus whatever that was. Okay? So technically, this is the correct way to write it. But because it's addition, and addition doesn't care what order you add in, they're both technically correct. So if it's addition, order doesn't matter. But if it's subtraction, watch out. Okay. Let's talk about number 7. 2/3. You feel comfortable writing 2/3? Yeah? Just a fraction? A 2 over a 3, no big deal. But then I have absolutely no information on how 2/3 is related to a number x. They didn't tell me to add or subtract or multiply or divide, and I don't know what to do. Up here, when we had 3 times x, I'm not writing the multiplication, am I? So I could just say 3x. That's kind of what's happening here. 2/3 x. So it's a multiplication without needing to go through the hassle of writing the multiplication sign. And then it says subtracted 2. That word 2 feels really weird. So I'd like you to please change that word 2 to from. It's subtracting from 100. So which direction should I write first? but I'm subtracting it from the 100.
Divided by 2/3.
And so the subtracted from is another one of those, I have to flip the order of things. Number 8 should feel a lot like number 7, but easier. 1/5. Oh, again, there's no direction of what to do. But notice this word's right here. The sum of. I'm adding two things together, and it's like a grouping. Yes? So we're going to group 8 and x together. Sum is an addition thing, and it gets grouped this way. That was our warning bell, our 4-minute break bell. So go ahead and take your break, and when we come back, we'll finish this out. Thank you.